Welcome to the Bresse World Cup. Our pits are basically in the toilets this week. We've got some great Facebook questions from the fans, and we're going to go around and ask the pros what they think. Okay, we've got a question here for Dan Brown, the team manager of the Atherton Racing team. Brownie, this season, how many filmers have you had to kick out your pits?
Just one, the one you've got right there. He's our favourite.
Thanks for that. Okay, we've got my best friend and amazing rider here, Daniel Atherton. He's doing downhill this year. He's an all-rounder. He might be doing enduro next year. But Dan, is it an advantage or disadvantage having me as your mate?
A huge disadvantage. I learn from you and my knees stick out at all different angles.
Yeah, but at least you're running flat pedals now and your style's improved 100%.
Yeah, when I went off the drop this morning and my feet fell off and the bike fell away from me and I snapped my seat and stuck the rails into my stomach, it felt like a huge advantage.
Yeah, but you look good. You've just gone 18 seconds slower. Are you going to go back to clips?
No.
Good lad, that's why he's still my mate. Why have you and some of the other top riders ditched your neck braces? Does it impede your head movement on the downhill bike, or what's the reason behind that?
Yeah, it's just sort of a preference thing. I started with the brace and then ended up taking it off. For me, it was just I felt a little bit more free without it, especially now that I'm running a moto helmet again. So there's kind of a lot behind it, but for me, mostly, I guess to sum it up, I just am a little more comfortable without it on. So yeah, just kind of ended up taking it off.
All right, thanks for that. Sweet. Aaron Gwynn, good luck this weekend again.
Thanks, man.
Well, we've just got team manager of Trek World Racing, Martin Whiteley, turned up in what looks like Aaron Gwynn's bonus for this year. Martin, is this going straight to Aaron after World Champs?
He'd have to win every category.
We're talking to Mick Hanna from GT Racing here. He's got a good sticker and white teeth because he lives in America these days. Mick, we've got a Facebook question that's come in, and I think it's a good one for you because the first time I ever saw you racing at the 2000 Worlds in, where was it? Sierra Nevada, you had absolutely zero protection on, and it was the gnarliest, rockiest track I've ever been to. But one of the questions is, what do you think about the rules, using the French rules here at the French World Cup, about having to use body armour that's, you know, maybe you're not usually used to racing in?
It's a funny thing, like, I'm not against protection by any means. The reason I never had protection when I was younger is I'd just never seen it before. The guys that I rode with at home, like, it's tropical and quite hot, and we all rode full rigids and cross-country kit, basically, and I got to the Worlds and, like, everyone looked like RoboCop, and I'm like, what's going on here? And the track was kind of rocky, but we got some gnarly stuff at home, and yeah, and so I've ended up getting into knee pads, but it's been a bit hard for me to get used to the elbow pads and back protection here, but I'm not necessarily against it, I'm just not used to it, and it takes a bit to get comfortable when you grow up one way or another, you know what I mean? So
we've got a question for you from Sean Richards, and he says, how would you train at home for any race? For example, would you ride downhill, would you ride cross country, hit the gym, go to the salon? What would you do?
I think I'd rule out the salon thing for sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Don't know, usually just, but if it's before a race, usually during the week, just stick to bike related stuff. Not really in the gym, just some downhill rides during the week, maybe a couple of cross country rides, but generally, like recently I've just been doing some downhill and getting the speed back really.
Well, we've got a Facebook question coming, and it's from Jake Riddle, and it says, what's the funniest prank you've pulled on a fellow teammate or crew member?
Funniest prank? Don't know, had some good ones. Probably Kavorik did some real bad ones to me. So kind of getting him back, used to like cable tie his shoes together.
Hide his beers.
Hide his beers, he did not like that one. That was probably the best prank actually, to be fair, on Kavorik, hiding his beers. And tying his clothes to his belt and all sorts. Yeah, putting plates in his pillows, paper in his bed, anything pretty much that will annoy him.
We can't find Danny Hart, so we'll ask Mears, because he's his mate and speaks like him, the same question from Callum Hadfield. How does Danny do his whip so big?
It's a little, I don't know, that's something to do with his steer tube. He hasn't got much of a turn on his steer and he's got about 20 degrees. I think he just whacks it off the old bump stop and that gets the back end out like. That seems to be his trick.
How does he get it back?
Just whacks the bump stop off the other side, wiggles the bum a bit.
And I am asking you, how have you turned your season around, and what do you think it is that you've done that has, made the results come for you halfway through the season?
Just pulled my finger out my arse.
We've got a question from Jacob Apanasnionok. Not sorry about the pronunciation there, dude, but he wants to know what pro riders have on the headphones, and I've just spotted Danny Hart. He's got his headphones on, a bit shady like, but we'll go and ask him. All right, Dan. I'm all right, thanks, mate. What are you listening to on your lovely orange headphones there?
I just put my iPod on after getting warmed up for racing, and we've got a bit of Sandstorm. Pretty good beat for warming up, and gets me going every time I can get in the zone and sometimes do good results. Today was average, but usually it does the job. So yeah, that's that.
Okay, that's it from Bresse in France. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time in Val di Sole, Italy for the World Cup finals. Enjoy the racing tomorrow. It's going to be some really close racing action. Okay, one last bonus question for the French fisherman. I'll just ask him something. Hang on. Excusez-moi? Excusez-moi? Hello? Have you caught any fish? Have you caught any fish? All right, good luck. Good luck.